What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for understanding that AI now runs YouTube, and with that, it is allowing general discussions about crypto, NFTs, and other digital assets. That's all that this video is. It's not a promise, promotion, suggestion, recommendation, or guarantee of any kind. It is just you and I talking about cryptocurrency, going over some price action, some market moves, absolutely. But really, we're going to focus on Shiba Inu coin and the latest news there. Shiba Inu coin is bouncing back off of some 618 point per coin lows, up about 15% from those levels to 700 points per coin at the moment. So a decent rise off of those recent lows. But the overall market, guys, the overall market has been absolutely obliterated over the last couple of days here. And it happened very quickly. Bitcoin running from, I believe it was at $94,000 just a couple of days ago. Let's go to the week here. This is showing 90, but I'm almost positive that it was 94. And then, of course, falling down to 74,000 and change. Ethereum having gone from $3,400 a couple of days ago. Now it's sitting at 22. Where's Ethereum at today? 23.64 at the moment. And Solana, $140 down to $104. So prices are not doing well, and it does not help Shiba Inu coin that Shytoshi is doing what he's doing. So I've been reading a lot of comments over the last couple of days, and you haven't seen these comments in quite some time because Shytoshi has been silent, right? And you don't get to read a lot of comments on any of the ecosystem teams' pages because, of course, they block everybody. They block everybody from revealing what they truly believe. And they believe that the ecosystem team is a bunch of frauds. Now, I listened to, let's say the majority. I did not listen to the entire speech. It was like 3 hours and 20 minutes long. You guys can go check it out if you want. It's on his... It's on Shytoshi's YouTube page, and it's titled Game Over here. I don't know, okay? Having listened to it, it's very, very strange to me. Now, I can't make the interpretation as to whether or not Shytoshi has completely lost his mind, and he's trying to start some sort of a religious cult. Now, in my opinion, I believe he's got a lot of stuff wrong. I believe he's got a lot of stuff twisted. But I also believe he's truly trying to dive deeper into the Bible, and he's trying to dive deeper and learn. Now, if that's the case, perfect. I don't take issue with that at all. Now, there's a lot of statements that he makes, though, that are untrue. And there's a lot of statements that he makes claiming them as truth. And he's doing so trying to lead people down a certain path. So this is where it gets very, very strange. If you listen to his speech, it's not a Bible study, okay? If you listen to his speech, it's not an I learned this, I learned that type of a deal. If you listen to his speech, it sounds very similar to a pastor leading his people. And I think that is extremely dangerous. Because as you read through these comments, and you see things like, I trust Shytoshi Kasama, and go on down. Well, this guy doesn't believe it, but you go on down. There are so many people in his comment section that will essentially follow this man off the edge of the earth. And that is exactly where he is leading them. So, with that being said, be very, very careful if you're going to listen to his speech. I believe he is twisting words. I believe he's got a lot wrong. And I believe that he is done with Shiba Inu coin. And I believe that he is done with crypto. It has messed him up mentally. And he does need to find his way. So, with that being said, I know Shytoshi's probably not listening to this. But I hope that he finds what he's looking for, because he needs it. He needs it big time. So, do I think that Shiba Inu coin can recover? I think it will be utterly destroyed if people go out and follow Shytoshi. There's no denying that. I think that the entire ecosystem is done at this point. Cal and Lucy and that Mazrael guy who bowed down to Shytoshi, they will not be able to keep this on, and it is done. You know, revealing his voice and his identity and all of this, it is going to end the ecosystem. But I truly do believe, guys, I look at these meme coins, I look at these cryptocurrencies all day long, okay? I literally, I've got them on my computer all day. I sit here and, you know, I'm on the computer a lot. I'm on my phone a lot. And cryptocurrency is very strange, okay? It's not like a stock. It's not like a company where you go out there and you can sell goods and services, generate your revenue, and, of course, base a valuation on that. Cryptocurrency is very, very speculative. Yes, a lot of cryptos serve a purpose. Right? They're digital ledgers. They're decentralized. There's a lot of greatness to them. But when it comes to meme coins, which is what Shiba Inu coin is, it is 100% reliant on the community. I believe that Shytoshi will lead a lot of community members astray. I believe a lot of those people will die out and give up. But if Shiba Inu coin can maintain even a fraction of the excitement in the community that it has had throughout its history, I absolutely believe not only can it recover, but as we bounce out, guys, you have to remember too, this entire world is blinded. They're blinded by hatred. And I do believe that 2025 we've got so much progress being made, right? We do. When you look at cryptocurrency clarity and you look at ETFs and you look at all of this, there's so much progress being made in this space. But when you start to think about 2025 and the hatred the world has for the term tariffs and where that hatred comes from, I believe that we have got so much fear in this space right now because of a single man that leads the United States of America that these prices do not make sense. So they will recover. People will get over this fear. They will not live in a perpetual state of extreme financial fear. And when it rebounds, the greed will be just as great as the extreme fear that we broke down into. I mean, take a look at the sentiment for a while. You can see just how well we did at the end of 2024. And we weren't even coming off levels of 35 fear. 35 fear right now feels bullish compared to the level of 10 extreme fear that we had, the level of 15 extreme fear that we're sitting in right now. And if we get a further decline today or tomorrow, it's going to be even worse off. The greed is going to be abundant. People are going to see what crypto does, and prices will rise again. So in anticipation of that, I accumulate. And I'm doing so in two places.